In an age where manipulation and deception run rampant, it's not always easy to spot the genuine from the fake. But what if I told you there's a specific type of person who can easily tell when someone is faking their kindness? These people are known as cold empaths, individuals who possess the rare ability to sense when others are putting on an act. They have a knack for recognizing insincere smiles, half-truths and subtle gestures that reveal a person's true intentions. Today, we will explore the intriguing psychology behind cold empaths and uncover the subtle signs that indicate whether or not someone is being genuine in their kindness. But before we begin, remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more insightful psychology videos. What is a cold empath? A cold empath is someone who can tell when other people are being fake or insincere. They're able to pick up on subtle cues such as body language and tone of voice to determine whether or not someone is being truthful. Cold empaths aren't necessarily cold-hearted individuals. In fact, they often have a strong sense of empathy and compassion for others. However, they tend to be more reserved and cautious in their interactions with people. They take a step back and observe others before fully immersing themselves in social situations. This allows them to better understand the dynamics at play and enables them to protect themselves from potential harm or manipulation. Cold empaths typically have a strong intuition and are highly attuned to the emotions of those around them. They're able to pick up on subtle changes in facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice, which allows them to gauge a person's true intentions. For example, they might notice when someone is offering help but has a condescending tone, or when a smile seems forced or fake. This ability to read people allows cold empaths to navigate social situations more effectively and avoid potential conflict or manipulation. While this may seem like a superpower, it can also be a burden. Cold empaths often find themselves feeling misunderstood or isolated. They may struggle to trust others and find it difficult to open up emotionally. They fear that revealing their true feelings will make them vulnerable to manipulation or exploitation. Despite these challenges, cold empaths are valuable members of society. Their ability to read people makes them excellent mediators and counselors. They're able to see both sides of an argument and come up with creative solutions that take everyone's needs into account. Cold empaths are not psychopaths. In fact, they're quite sensitive and empathetic towards other people's feelings. However, they're often characterized as cold or unemotional because they tend to keep their emotions in check and rarely reveal their true feelings. They prefer to observe and analyze situations before making a move, which can give the impression of being detached or uncaring. But this is far from the truth. Cold empaths simply take a more cautious approach to life, and their ability to read people allows them to excel in certain fields such as law enforcement, therapy, and sales. They can detect lies and deception with ease, making them invaluable assets in any negotiation or conflict resolution setting. How to tell if someone is being fake. There are some key behaviors that can indicate whether or not someone is being genuine in their kindness. Here are 5 signs to look out for. Number 1, they only engage with you when it's convenient for them. Do they only seem interested in talking to you when it's convenient for them? It's normal for people to have busy lives and not always be available to talk. However, if someone only reaches out to you when it's convenient for them and never initiates contact when it's not, it could be a sign that they're only interested in you when it benefits them. Number 2, their compliments seem insincere or backhanded. Are their compliments often backhanded, or do their words seem to have a double meaning? This could be a sign that they're not being genuine in their praise. For example, they may compliment your appearance while subtly criticizing your choices in clothing. Number 3, they use guilt-tripping tactics to get what they want. Do they resort to guilt-tripping tactics when asking for favors? While some people may feel guilty about not helping others, it's important to remember that you should never feel pressured into doing something you're not comfortable with. If someone is constantly using guilt-tripping tactics, it could be a sign that they're not being genuine in their requests. Number 4, they have a habit of lying by omission. Do they have a habit of leaving out important details or avoiding certain topics altogether? This could be a sign that they're not being honest about something. For example, they may leave out important details about an event or avoid talking about a certain topic altogether. Number 5, they give vague or short answers to your questions. Are their answers to your questions often vague or short? This could be a sign that they're not being forthcoming with information or are uncomfortable with the conversation. For example, they may respond to your questions with one-word answers or change the subject altogether. If you recognize these behaviors in someone you know, it's important to proceed with caution. While not everyone who exhibits these traits is necessarily being fake, it's crucial to protect yourself from potential harm or manipulation. Open and honest communication is key to building trust and understanding in any relationship. If you feel like someone isn't being genuine with you, don't be afraid to express your concerns and set boundaries when necessary. Can cold empaths become victims of manipulation? Yes, cold empaths can sometimes fall victim to manipulation despite their keen ability to read people. This can happen when they let their guard down or when they feel a strong sense of empathy towards the manipulator. Even though cold empaths are skilled at recognizing fake smiles, half-truths, and insincere gestures, they're still susceptible to emotional manipulation. When someone is able to gain their trust and exploit their empathy, it can be devastating. There are a few reasons why cold empaths may fall prey to manipulation. Firstly, they may become overly focused on the needs and feelings of others, leading them to ignore red flags or rational thoughts that question the other person's motives. Secondly, cold empaths can sometimes struggle with feelings of loneliness or isolation, which can make them more vulnerable to forming attachments quickly. When faced with the possibility of losing that connection, they may be more likely to overlook warning signs and make excuses for manipulative behavior. Finally, cold empaths may underestimate the lengths to which a manipulator will go. Assuming that their ability to read people will be enough to protect them, they may fail to take the necessary precautions to safeguard themselves from potential harm. Famous cold empaths. There are many famous people who are believed to be cold empaths, such as actress and activist Emma Watson, scientist and author Stephen Hawking, and musician and actor Johnny Depp. Emma Watson, known for her roles in the Harry Potter series and Beauty and the Beast, is often described as having a calm and reserved demeanor. She's known for being polite and respectful to others, but also for keeping her personal life private. Many believe that she is a cold empath, as she is able to remain composed in high-pressure situations and doesn't feel the need to reveal too much about herself in the public eye. Stephen Hawking was a renowned physicist and author who made significant contributions to our understanding of the universe. Despite his groundbreaking work and fame, he was known for being rather blunt and lacking in social graces. He didn't suffer fools gladly and was not afraid to speak his mind, which could be seen as insensitive at times. However, this was likely a result of his unique perspective and intense focus on his work rather than a lack of empathy. Johnny Depp is an actor known for his eccentric and sometimes controversial personality. Despite his somewhat unpredictable public image, he's known for being deeply empathetic towards others and using his platform to speak out against injustice. However, he tends to keep his personal life private and doesn't open up easily, which can give the impression of being cold or distant. It's important to note that these are just a few examples, and there are many other famous people who exhibit traits of a cold empath. Have you ever encountered a cold empath? If so, share your experiences in the comments below. Your stories can help others better understand what it's like to interact with a cold empath and shed light on the complexities of human interaction. Cold empaths are unique individuals who possess the rare ability to sense when others are being fake. Their sharp observational skills and intuitive nature allow them to navigate social situations with ease and protect themselves from potential harm. However, this ability can sometimes be a burden, leading to feelings of isolation and the inability to fully open up to others. Despite their challenges, cold empaths are valuable members of society whose ability to read people makes them excellent mediators, therapists, and salespeople. Famous faces like Emma Watson, Stephen Hawking, and Johnny Depp are believed to be cold empaths who utilize their keen observational skills in their personal and professional lives. If you found this video helpful, please remember to like and subscribe for more insightful psychology content. Thank you for watching. Until next time.